YouTubers, gamers, and moviegoers, what's going on, guys? I'm the Messiah, this is Messiah Entertainment, and today we are checking out the New Mutants official teaser trailer. Now, I had no idea that they had actually even completed filming this movie. Last I heard some rumors that the cast had finally come around and that they were moving forward with it, but I totally forgot that this thing had went into production, and now we're already getting the first trailer. It's pretty quick. The way I heard this movie described, it's really more of a horror film, which to me is great that Fox is taking these different spins with the X-Men films. Logan was more of a drama, Deadpool was more of a comedy, and this one's going to be a bit more of a horror film. I heard mixed with some John Hughes-ish elements, so I'm guessing like teenager-y stuff going on here. Stars a lot of people like the girl from Split, Maisie Williams from Game of Thrones. So I'm really looking forward to it. It sounds interesting. Let's find out what the trailer looks like, though.
I'm gonna ask you a series of questions. I want you to respond truthfully. Have you ever hurt someone?
Yes.
Those different test subjects. From what I hear, the stories about these teenage mutants who have to escape from this facility.
Have you ever experienced anything?
Sounds really freaking cool.
Do you know what mutants are?
Still got that old whack-ass Marvel logo.
Did you know baby rattlesnakes are more dangerous than adult ones? They haven't learned how to control how much venom they secrete.
Definitely getting the horror movie vibe. Okay, yeah, I have to give that a thumbs up, because honestly, when I thought of the New Mutants, every time I heard about it, somebody talking about it, and then I had seen, usually when they talk about it in the article, they throw up a picture of what looks like just a bunch of younger X-Men. You know what I mean? It looks like a new, younger generation of X-Men. I've never read the comic books, granted, so maybe it is something along the lines of this, and I just didn't know about it. But I definitely like the look of this trailer. It strikes me nothing like an X-Men movie. If you had taken out that one line about her saying, do you know what mutants are? And then also you would cut out the Marvel logo, I would have had no idea this was even a comic book film. You know what I mean? And I think that's the cool way to take this whole sort of thing. Logan took the superhero genre and decided to subvert it and take it in a different direction that had never been before. Deadpool was a superhero movie, though it was kind of, I guess, parodying in a way regular superhero movies. So that's, you know, that helped that as well. I think maybe after Apocalypse, maybe they realized maybe doing these regular superhero films where, you know, the world's about to end and, you know, the X-Men have to swoop in and save them. Although I do think they're working on the Dark Phoenix movie, so maybe what I'm saying makes no sense. But I think maybe they learned that with some of these other films, they could do some different things, and audiences would definitely still go see them. You know, you don't have to have a superheroic team like the Avengers, the Justice League always swoop in and try to save the world every time. You do some really cool, weird, interesting things. Also, watching this one gives me some strong vibes back to Legion, which was a great show that also takes place in the X-Men universe. Because of that show, I feel like this actually fits a lot more with the whole weird, insane asylum sort of stuff that's going on, where the faces are pouring through the hand against the window washer. It definitely gives me vibes of that television show where, you know, there's a lot of trippy sequences. There's a lot of crazy things just happening visually, and there's a lot of stuff that happens with the mind, and telepathically, some things may be happening in like several episodes may take place in one person's head. You know, which I always thought was kind of interesting. So, you know, I really like the direction that they're going with this. It seems very different from anything that I've seen before from Fox or Marvel, or really anybody. A superhero movie with the horror movie theme. You know, I mean, like I've said many times before, not always the biggest horror fan, but horror movies have kind of been on the rise again. Last year was a great year with Lights Out and Conjuring. This year we've had Annabelle 2, It. You know, they've really been coming back. So if we can do even something greater here, where we have a superhero movie that also happens to be you know, a horror film as well, I think that'll be very interesting. You know, I think Fox, especially with the X-Men franchise, has been taking some really interesting risks, both across the film genre and the television shows. So, you know, I'm really interested to see where they take this. I think it says it comes out April 13th, so I guess we'll wait to see more. Excited to see the cast. I think Anya Taylor-Joy is her name from Split. I'm interested to see her in this. I thought she was great in Split. Maisie Williams from Game of Thrones. You know, I mean, she's the homie. Like, come on, like, she's so badass on that show. So I'm super excited to see her in this show. Everybody else, I mean, hey, I don't know them, but it looks like a really interesting show. It looks like it's taking a very interesting perspective. I wonder how a regular sort of X-Men character would fit inside of this world. But it'll be interesting to see. You know, Fox as a studio just seems like they just are really starting to take a lot of cool, interesting risks with this X-Men franchise, which is applaudable. You know, I really like that. I don't know why, for some reason, they can't seem to do a good Fantastic Four film. It seems like, I mean, hey, this movie may suck for all we know, though it looks really good from what I'm seeing. It looks really interesting in the very least. I don't know why they can't do a very interesting Fantastic Four film. I don't know if there's a certain group of executives working on the Fantastic Four films, and then there's another group of executives working on the X-Men films, but I'm really interested to see where this one goes. You know, with Dark Phoenix, you know, we'll get that next X-Men movie with the heroes flying around and, you know, being heroic and everything, and the regular mutant versus the world story. But with this, I really like these stories about these, you know, younger characters that are dealing with their brand new powers and they're really not sure how to control it. Even in Legion, you know, these characters aren't the X-Men. They're not the most well-trained. Even the X-Men aren't well-trained at all times, but you know, there's just something about the X-Men. You just know they're the superheroes of the story. You know, these guys, you know, they may do something that's a little messed up. You know, you can see somebody's probably not controlling their powers very well inside this insane asylum. So I'm really interested to see where they take this sort of thing. And I'm glad that Fox keeps on doing these different ideas. I definitely got to support this one because that'll mean more interesting, different, weird sort of ideas will be taken on by the studio. So I'm super excited for this. I cannot wait to check it out. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure you guys got your own. Let me know in the comment section down below. What did you guys think of the New Mutants official trailer? Did you love it? Did you hate it? As always, guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, guys. Please check me out on my other channel, Director Jason. We got cool sketches and short films for you guys, including To Kill a Hero, a short web series that I did not too long ago. Be sure to check that out. I run the channel with my boy Johnny Lee. Has his own channel, Jake's B Entertainment. Be sure to check that out. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. I'm the Messiah. This is Messiah Entertainment. I will see you guys next time. Peace.